Alright guys, as promised, I have book number 3 of my 2018 albums. This is my final book for 2018 so far. I might end up having to do a 4th depending on how much stuff I go back and scrapbook from last year, but let's get right into it. I've mentioned in other videos I am using the Close to My Heart white albums. They're the 3-ring binder kind, and then there's little labels that you can put on the side to put the date. Those are a separate purchase, by the way. And then my favorite, all-time favorite page protectors are the Close to My Heart page protectors. They are so much sturdier and thicker than all the other page protectors I've tried, and I just love them. So let's get into it. This starts in July of 2018. So this is a layout I created as a guest designer for Altenew for a blog hop that they did. And there is a guest design playlist on my YouTube channel if you want to check any of those out. This layout I created during last year's National Scrapbook Day. I did like 6 or 7 layouts live in my Facebook group. Let me know if you'd like me to do that again. It's this Saturday and I'm trying to decide what to do for it. So I'm considering it, but I used a Studio Calico kit, a documenter kit, and used it up on layouts. So that was fun. And this is a photo of me when I was a baby. So very, very fun. This is a layout that I created for a class. So that is a 4th of July sort of layout. This layout I created during my stash busting month in January, using the stuff that I was trying to get through. This layout, I don't know if I've shared this layout or not, I can't remember. I created a bunch of layouts for a class and then lost the footage, and this is one of those layouts. And it's got some Maggie Holmes stuff on it and some Felicity Jane stuff, and I love this layout of my daughter playing her flute. These are both layouts I created using the Close to My Heart Craft with Heart kits. They are a monthly subscription, and or you could get it. There's a variety of ways that you can get it. I will leave a link to closetomyheart.com in the video description if you're interested in checking that out. This is also one of those, and I just added some stamps from Close to My Heart in as well. This is a layout I created for Pink Paisley using a Paige Evans cut file, and I used one of her, she usually has a grid kind of paper in her collections that you can punch or cut up. It's also great for backing a large cut file, so I loved that. And that's just a layout about my friend CJ. This is about a time that we went and to a little crafty event that Close to My Heart put on. And I think that I created this for, I either created this for Pink Paisley, I think I did. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I created that for Pink Paisley. This one I created for Allie Edwards using the August Stories by the Month kit. It's a physical kit, the 2018 one, about flowers and how I'm over summer. I was sick of it already. This is one that I created for my Use It or Lose It series, and this was about using punches. So I used a whole bunch of different kinds of punches. You can find this on my Use It or Lose It playlist. This is using the Learn Story Kit from Allie Edwards, and I included this, one of the things I'm learning is watercolor, and so I included this piece of watercolor that I had done and used that as my background. This is using the Allie Edwards September Stories by the Month digital kit. And this is a layout about going to lunch with my sister and Wes, her little boy, one of her little boys. This is a layout I created for Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. So you can find that in there. This is another layout I created using this October Stories by the Month. I think it was October Stories by the Month kit from Allie Edwards. Very, very simple. Just talked about gratitude. This one I shared recently. This is a layout that I created using some stuff from my stash, and it also includes frames, and so you can find that on my Use It or Lose It About frames. This one you can as well, but I created this for Altenew, so this was a guest design spot I did for them, and did a whole bunch of stamping on this layout. This layout was all about paper layers, so this was included in my Use It or Lose It about layering papers, and I did a ton of layering paper kinds of layouts for that episode, so you can check those out on my Use It or Lose It playlist. This one is using a Close to My Heart Craft with Heart kit. Very simple. I love this kind of design where it's just a grid. This is again using the paper pattern papers for my Use It or Lose It series. This is one I created for Allie Edwards, and this was, I think, the Seasons story kit. And I just talked about all of the different changes and things that I was in a stage of uncertainty. I did a whole bunch of circles. This was a fun one to make. This is one that I created for, I can't remember what I created this for. Oh, this is for an Allie Edwards Stories by the Month kit as well. I printed the digitals and cut them out and used them on this layout about Halloween. So this is a flashback. This is Halloween 1993, but I wanted to talk about it looking back at it now. So this is a layout I did for my January stash busting month, and I was trying to get through something I had a ton of, and that was enamel dots. This is a class layout, I think, from Use It or Lose It, from Ready Sketch Go Volume 5. This is a layout I created for Pink Paisley. This is using one of those pre-cut papers that it has the cut file already on it, and I cut it apart so I can make it into a little piece on one side of the layout rather than the entire layout. This is a layout I created using the Rest Story Kit from Allie Edwards. I made little pillows out of the 3x4 cards, which was interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, but that's what it is. This one I shared recently. This uses frames, so this is on my Use It or Lose It episode about frames. And then last but not least, this is a layout using one of the Close to My Heart Craft with Heart kits, and then I just added in some cats from Crate Paper. So that is, whoa, those are all of my 2018 albums. You can look at the other ones on my channel. I'll have shared them recently before this one. And let me know what year you would like to see next. I will be totally willing to do more layout shares. You can see this one's a little bit fuller than my last one was, but this is about as full as I like to get them. I don't want them to be over full. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope to see you again here soon.